Hi, my name is Caleb Carr. This is my final video for Intro to Fiction. We'll be covering the stories Torching the Dusties and Exit West, both in a dystopian type of role about the intergenerational dynamics between these two stories. Starting with Torching the Dusties, Wilma does silently critique Tobiah for being youthful and expressing herself. Wilma comes from a time where expressing your opinion wasn't seen as normal. But during this era with Tobiah's experience, she's young, she's encouraged to share her opinion more, bounce off the walls as such. They both have conflict within the manner. Maintain social harmony. Wilma does not share her feelings about this topic, just for Tobiah. But there can be potential friction between the two and her true feelings, how they feel about each other. This internal struggle showcases a dynamic play between intergenerational relationships we have today. Older people show more traditional ways of how things were and how things still should be, in their opinion. This is compared to Tobiah's, what she's used to now as a youth within the world today. She's more looked towards of sharing her opinion, sharing her feelings, out expressing how she feels on the inside towards those people around her. Despite Wilma's silent judgments, she does remain oblivious to her inner thoughts, displaying a type of demeanor about the reality of the world. This contrast between Wilma's concealed thoughts and Tobiah's outgoingness gives some complexity to the story and the relationships within the story. Having the representation of an older generation and a younger generation really brought to my attention the difference in either providing wisdom or accepting wisdom. It pulled out to me that my grandfather would always tell me different things, and I'd be like, oh, okay, I can't really apply this, but once I get older and start using his wisdom that he provided me, I'm very thankful for that. Within a changing society, our author does provide a good compare and contrast of intergenerational dynamics with these two characters. The overall moral of the lesson I got from this is that we shouldn't take our elders for granted. Although they come from a different time and what they're saying may not apply to us in the moment, they still have a lot of wisdom to share with the younger generation. Applying this to the other story, Exit West, we encounter a father and son pair in Marin County, California, who both struggle to adapt to the immigrants moving into their neighborhood. This dynamic reflects bigger themes about privilege, displacement, and societal changes explored by Hamid. It's hard to adapt to new people, immigrants coming into what you're used to, your people around you. But having that other culture come into you and change your culture, and then adaptability through that really changes how we live as people here in the U.S. The whole U.S., there isn't really one race, one religion, one type of people in the U.S. It's a mix of everybody doing their own thing and everybody accepting for who they are. Another example provided by the story Exit West, our character Hamid emphasizes the adaptability and resilience of migrants' immigration into their homeland. He points out that within the face of adversity, there's a universal desire for safety by everybody. It doesn't matter where you come from or where you're going. Everybody would like to feel at home, would like to feel safe, and a place of belonging within the world. This really plays into overall human connection and how we treat each other. If we're inviting to each other, if we're accepting of one another, if we are accepting each other's identities, what we portray to be, what we try to be, we all belong in one globalized world. Another example within Exit West is the father-daughter couple who fled home. The father's sacrifice in going to great lengths to protect his daughter and serve his daughter in any way possible, shows a great theme of love within the relationship between the two. Vice versa with the daughter's reliance on the father to take care of everything and take care of her, takes a certain type of love to give that sacrifice to and let him take care of everything. Our author Hamid shows a good theme of familial love within the family, and how dependence on one another shows our love towards each other and respect in that. Moving on back to Torching the Dusties, the pair of Wilma and Tobiah shows how maternal instincts clash with Tobiah's youthful outgoingness and optimism. This shows, like I said before, intergenerational dynamics within a dystopian setting, within a dystopian society, if you will. And how they adapt to that with each other shows themes of love also, and the respect they have for each other there. Although it's the morals of kind of love, the big moral covered by our author Atwood in Torching the Dusties includes consequences of societal neglect of the elderly and the importance of empathy towards them. Understanding this across the generations and the wisdom they have to offer, whether it be within traditional ways or within the young having fresh ideas and ambition to learn, both shows issues of ageism and social responsibility within the two groups.